Hi, my name is Robert, and today we will be covering hot sheets in Matrix. In this video, we will discuss what a hot sheet is, how to run one, and what customizing a hot sheet looks like. To find where our hot sheets are, we will need to be on the Matrix dashboard. To get to the dashboard from any section of Matrix, you only need to click My Matrix in the top left-hand corner of your web browser. If you do not see the hot sheet option available on your dashboard when you load that page, it may be in the additional section. To move it out of the additional section, hold down left click and drag it onto a blank section of the dashboard. Once you release the left mouse click button, the hot sheet tab will drop down and be expanded. For further information on customizing the Matrix dashboard, please look to our video covering the Matrix dashboard in its entirety. Now we can get into what a hot sheet is. A hot sheet will show you the recent changes in listing data for a given time frame. By default, you will have 6 different hot sheets, and they will be very basic searches, as the only criteria they follow will be the property type. The default hot sheet types are residential, vacant land, multifamily, commercial, lease, and cross property, which will include all property types. Before selecting the hot sheet that you would like to run, we must specify our time frame. The options to choose from can be found in the bottom right-hand corner of the hot sheet widget on your dashboard. The time frame options are New Only, This Session, 24 Hours, Today, 3 Days, 7 Days, and Custom. This will allow you to choose a date range or a date from which to run once you select the hot sheet type to run. Looking at the time frames to choose from, there are a few things to keep in mind. Matrix will keep track of what listings you have reviewed using a hot sheet, meaning that if you view the residential hot sheet with the New Only time frame selected, you will see all listings changed that are new to you as a user. Running the exact same hot sheet again with the New Only option will return most likely 0 results because you have seen all the recent changes in that hot sheet previously ran. Now is a good time to mention that there is no way to look at your previously generated hot sheets, aside from recreating the criteria and the time frame used. Given what we know about how hot sheets are generated when combined with a time frame, let me clarify the other time frames. New Only will provide all changes that are new to your user. For example, if you run a hot sheet of New Only and run the same hot sheet again in 30 minutes, then you will only see the changes that have been made since you last ran your hot sheet 30 minutes ago. This session is based on your current session data. If you log in at 9 a.m. and run your hot sheet as this session at 3 p.m., then you will be presented with all changes made between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. that day. The 24-hour, 3-day, and 7-day options are the same as the name describes. 24-hour will run your hot sheet looking for any listing changes made within the last 24 hours. 3-day will run for exactly 72 hours from when you start the hot sheet, and 7 days is the exact same report for only the last 168 hours. Please note that the timeframes do include weekend days in their calculations. The custom timeframe option will provide a prompt once you select the hot sheet type you would like to run. For this example, we will select the residential option after changing our time frame to custom. In the pop-out menu you see, you will have the option to either select a date from which to run or select a time range from today. If you use the select a date from which to run, you will only be able to go back in time 30 days. Once you enter the date to search from, you can select the run button in the bottom of the pop-out box. Using the select a time range for today option will be for specific time frames on that given day. As an example, let's say it's about 4 p.m. and I ran a New Only hot sheet at 11 a.m. If I didn't want to use the New Only option, I could create the custom time frame of from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. This will provide all listing changes between the given time frame, and this can be done for any grouping of time throughout the same day. I'm going to cancel out of this section, and we're going to run a basic hot sheet together. Let's make our time frame New Only, and after changing that option using the drop-down menu, we can select the property type Residential. The results that you see in this video will differ greatly from the results that you see when recreating this process. With that being said, we've run our first hot sheet. But what if you want to customize your hot sheet? Let's say you have a client that has the following criteria. They want 2+ beds, 1+ full bath, 1+ half bath, only in Oklahoma City, and with price that is recently decreased. To build a hot sheet for this client, we'll start on the matrix dashboard and look to our hot sheet widget. In the bottom left-hand corner of the hot sheet widget is the customize option, and we'll select that. The next screen you see will be the hot sheet manager, and here's where you can change your hot sheets to your heart's content. We're going to create a hot sheet using the details our client provided by selecting the Add button on the right-hand side. Your first pop-up after selecting Add allows you to choose the hot sheet type, which correlates to the property type. You can also enter the name of this new hot sheet. We will select residential for the purposes of this example, and I'll name the hot sheet Video. After selecting the Save button, the additional pop-up will close. Select the hot sheet we just made, and you will see the line highlight in blue to show the hot sheet we are working with. Select the Edit Criteria button on the right-hand side of this menu to be taken to the search page to build your criteria for your hot sheet. Here's where we will add our client-specific criteria to narrow down our results. First, we'll select the change type, as our client is only wanting to see properties that have had price decreases, so we'll select that from the listed options. Then we can add in our number of beds, baths, and location from the information we were provided previously. Once your criteria has been built to reflect your client's desires, we will select the Save button in the bottom left-hand corner of this page. This will take us back to the Hot Sheet Manager screen, and we can select Done in the bottom left-hand corner. Now we should be back on the Matrix dashboard, and we should see our new hot sheet listed in our widget. With our sheet built, we can now customize the time frame we are looking at, and I will select this session so that I can receive the changes made prior to my new only hot sheet from earlier in this video. Once our hot sheet results have loaded onto our new web page, we can see the tab labeled Change Info, and this will provide details on the change that most recently occurred. From here, you can share the listing with a contact, create an auto email, set up a CMA, and so much more. One last thing to cover is the display near the center top section of our results list. This drop-down menu can be used on any results page in Matrix, meaning that if you run any search, you can change the display mode to Hot Sheet in this list. This will change the results page to show the most recent changes to the listings that have returned from the search criteria. That's all we have to cover in this video. Thank you so much for taking time to learn about hot sheets with me today. Thank you for also being a part of the Oakmar/MLSOK community, and we will see you in the next video.